All right, so today we are here to play as this fella over here. And I really like this idea because what I went looking for is I wanted to start as a count. And also thought about doing Basque culture because they open up some more interesting possibilities. I think all my settings are set to default. Whatever the default settings are in terms of like laws and equality and all the things, I think it's set to the default. And so what's interesting about the Basque culture is, unless I've made a mistake, they do support equality, which opens up lots more possibilities for using, you know, the other 50% of our family tree, the female half. We can actually use them for proper stuff, as opposed to just like, well, I guess that's a marriage alliance or some crap like that, right? So it should be much more interesting. As it turns out, our character is not Basque, actually. We are Occitan, or Occitan, I think. Is that how the English pronounce it? I just looked it up, because I was like, in English, they say Occitan, but it's Occitan, I think, is the English way. Anyway, this is not French. This is a different culture and different language. Apparently, I was just looking it up on the old Wikipedia. The closest relative in terms of language to Occitan is Catalan. So it's a Romance language, right? So it's like Italian, Spanish, French, all those things. It's Roman derivative, Latin derivative. But yeah, it was a different language. Technically still has some native speakers in France, a little bit of Italy, and a little bit of Spain. But it's like something like 200,000, which is like nothing these days. I think a lot of the various dialects and languages that were spoken in France really took a nosedive, I think, after the French Revolution. They really were working to like standardize everything, and that led to a lot of kind of discrimination and attempts to eliminate certain cultures and languages because, you know, humans are awesome that way, I guess. But anyway, we are some sort, just pronounce it Occitan. Anyway, we are that, but our county is Basque. Now, what's cool about this is this opens up the possibility of doing a hybrid culture, which I've never done before. I've actually never really interacted with the cultural system too much, right? At some point, was it with Royal Court? They added the ability to learn languages and stuff, which is really cool. So with Basque here, we have the bouton to form a hybrid culture. However, we need to have the cultural acceptance between Occitan and Basque to be at least 40. Currently, it's at 25%, although it is rising up. And there are some things we can do to improviate that. But if we do that, then yeah, we can merge our cultures. So one of the things with this, so yeah, Basque is egalitarian, which should be useful. Cultural acceptance, intolerance, isolationism. Traditions. How do we, if we want to change our laws, at least it's not male only right now. If we want to go to equal, maybe I'm thinking of Crusader Kings 2, where it was specifically hard-coded to Basque culture, and there was a note about that. Am I wrong? Can we not do... I mean, I know it's grayed out now, but we're not getting an actual explanation for why we can't. Oh, there we go. Okay, we need High Crown Authority. Is that it? Do we not even need Basque culture for this? Maybe I'm wrong about that. Still, I want to do a hybrid culture because it's quite cool. Because one of the things you do when you hybridize your culture, you choose traditions from both sets to make into the new one. So we can sort of, maybe optimize around a few things. So for example, if we take a look at ourselves here, Doc or Languedoc, that's the Occitan language, Frankish heritage. So we've got this baseline relationship with like anyone else who's Frankish, like the French as well. I like the idea of like chivalry and stuff in here. I think we're going to really vibe into that. I think that's going to be one of our big themes. We're really going to try to go into like classic, like chivalric knighthood. We're going to be excited about the grand tournaments, which were added with this expansion. So I think that's going to be very on brand. Well, you think it was implemented as one of the traditions. Right, but was it implemented as one of the, like, do one of the Basque traditions have that? Because I sort of expected, that's wrong one. No, show me the province, please. I kind of expected to see it in here. Oh! It's the Visigothic codes. That's where it is. Although, hold on. I think I might already have not Visigothic code. We have equal inheritance. So already, just by being Occitan, we can do gender equality laws. So we actually don't even need the Basque part of it. Although, to me, so equal inheritance here is just equal gender law. If we replace that one, when we do our hybridization, if we replace that one with Visigothic, not only do we get the equal gender, but we also gain access to the high partition succession law, which maybe, I don't know. Equal inheritance means, like, oldest child inherits male or female regardless. None of this male preferred sort of stuff. Now, it does lead to even greater problems probably with the partitioning succession, because now all your children, regardless of gender, will want a slice of the pie. But that tends to lead to fun and entertainment. Religion will stop you, sadly? Well, we'll see what we can do about that. Maybe, I don't know. Or we'll still Catholic, who knows? We'll see. So let's deal with our little alerts here and then get ready to get started. Oh yes, you get all the innovations the other culture hasn't discovered. Yes, so we get both the innovations of both cultures, which theoretically could help us out a bit. So we'll see. So, first of all, let's deal with the fact that we are not currently married. That's going to be very important. We're 22 years old. Our player heir is a cousin of ours. It is within our... It's actually not within our house, unless... Come on, tooltip, lock. Why are you not staying locked into place? There we go, thank you. Is this... Dynasty Vasconia? Okay, no, we are in the same dynasty. Different houses, same dynasty. Because I was going to say, wouldn't we get a big warning that, like, we are going to lose if we die? So if we were to die right now, we would keep playing as this fella over here. But we want to get our own kitties and keep going down our line if we can do that. I did change the timing of the dialogue boxes, I thought, but maybe I got to make it... It actually wasn't a timing thing. It was locking in, but I think I was mousing over something. If you mouse over something else on your way to the tooltip, then it resets it. So you gotta, like, hold on, I gotta dodge those icons, get into the tooltip. Now I'm okay. I think I kept passing over this little blood drop. Maybe a Basque White. Now that would be interesting, because first of all, I would like to learn the Basque language. I can't actually do that from my council. I believe this dude, yeah, this dude at least, maybe some others, are Basque. So we've got some people that we can target for the learn language scheme, which is gonna be great. Now, in terms of a spoos that we're looking for over here, I think we'll probably do the typical thing where, first of all, we want some positive genetic traits. Now, if we do that, we've got a couple of interesting candidates. We've got Placentia over here, who is Basque as well, and has Amazonian, the Herculean trait. That is the maximum tier of that trait. That's pretty good. Big and strong. Our children getting that prowess trait is going to do pretty good for our... like going into tournaments, duels, that sort of thing. That's pretty enticing. On the other hand, I thought, oh, maybe it was a randomly generated, because some things are randomly generated a little bit, right? From game domain. I married, in my YouTube video that went earlier, I was playing the same character, and I married a genius wife. She's not around this time. Aww. All right. Well, maybe we go with the big mama over here. Compassionate, generous, fickle, Amazonian. I mean, yeah, right? I love the idea of learn language being a scheme. Menacing Duolingo owl intensifies. Bask in the glory of muscles. Now, I would love a grand wedding. The problem is they are quite expensive. You can see here average cost 280 gold. We only have 95 over here. So unfortunately, we're not going to be able to do the grand wedding yet. But hopefully soon, because the Grand Wedding is one of the new thing that was added in tours and tournaments, and it would be wonderful to see. But we just literally can't. We could click this, we'd be promising a Grand Wedding. The problem is, if we don't manage to do that promise, people are going to get cranky. Spend money to make money? Yeah, but this wouldn't be spending money to make money. This would be spending money to have a big party. Just take a few phone loans. We're going to do this. Maybe our kid will have a grand wedding. We'll see. So yeah, let's go ahead and do that. What else we got? We need a lifestyle. So we have a stewardship focus on our character. Let's take a look at our stats. They are shitty. We have really, really bad stats. We are in, oh my God, there's something super cool I have to do before we keep playing some more. I have to open this. This is something I got in England when I went to this Crusader Kings event that Paradox threw open, and everyone got one of these. This is a surprise coaster set. In here, there are some coasters. These coasters have traits, like Crusader Kings style traits, like these things over here. They're all random. Everyone got a different set, and I did not open these because I want to do them on stream. So maybe these are going to be, are they my traits personally? I don't know. I have no idea what's in here. For all I know, I'll get drunkard, sadist or something. I have no idea. They were randomly given out. They were just in a bag. The Paradox rep grabbed them from the bag and gave them out. So there was nothing specific in here to me. But basically, we're letting the fates decide, and isn't that better? Yes, unboxing time. So I've not broken the seal yet. I have no idea what's inside here. All right. Oh, it says open to discover your unique personality traits. All right. First up, okay, so there's some big ones and some small ones. I think the big ones, yeah, there's 3 of them. It's probably the 3 primary traits, and then there's some secondary traits or maybe an education level. So I'm going to grab the big ones first. First up, hard to do without looking. First up is, I'm sorry, what is this one? Is this lustful? Or seducer. Oh, it's seducer trait. Excellent. Oh, so hang on. I go here, intrigue. Yep, that is seducer. Next up. So maybe I was wrong about what size thing was what, but we'll see. Next up, I think it's another thing over here. Is this it's like a laurel wreath here. August. Ooh. Something incredible. I actually had sushi yesterday. Yesterday was my sort of a belated birthday celebration. My birthday was last Sunday, but I was in the Ook. So this Sunday is when we did a birthday celebration here. And what I asked for is I wanted sushi and F1. And that's what I got. And you know what? I'm excited to be getting more. Thank you. I can pretend it's more birthday celebration. So August over here, as he is honored as a true ruler worthy of empires of old. Freaking right. An August seducer, very silver fox. Ooh. Okay, the other big one, which might be another education thing. Hello! Gregarious? Gregarious or the partygoer one? I don't think it's one of these. Reveler! There you go, it is the party-going word. Reveler! I mean, it's beer and food. Okay, so far, really digging these. All right. Eager Reveler. All right, we got these smaller ones. Okay, I'm turning them face down, so I'm not looking. This is just the back. I got these 2 left, and I think, yeah, that's all in the box. So, number 1 is... Boom! Strong! Or one of the hail type traits? Oh, yeah, baby! And finally... I'm sorry! Am I a strong, genius, reveler, seducer, August? Some people got like drunkard, like, I don't remember. They got like so many negative traits. They got like sadistic, drunkard, all these things. This is amazing. I'm gonna pretend that this is Jonathan, the Paradox rep who gave these out. I'm gonna pretend he intended to give this for me, just as it's our secret love language, is what this is. That's amazing. Quill using cheat codes. Now, if we can get a character in game that has those traits, oh, it's gonna be perfect. Perfect. Anyway, back to this guy. So, his traits, yes, are maybe somewhat less than impressive. Impatient, penalty to learning. We do get a boost to prestige, which I guess is nice. We do travel faster, but with less safety, which is going to be kind of relevant to some stuff going on. We are wrathful, giving us some extra martial. Also a 20 natural dread, which would be maybe useful if we had more vassals, which we don't have right now, but sure, maybe. And then content, which does compensate some of our learning deficit here, but we do have crap intrigue. What's our total intrigue? Of 3. Good thing we've got a boost to our liege and vassals over here so that they're maybe less likely to start some crap. And yeah, we have a level 2 thrifty clerk over here, which is far from impressive, leaving us with a stewardship skill of 7. Womp womp. So we do have the 20% more experience gain lifestyle in stewardship because that's what our education level is. And we already have a couple of pips in administrator to start off with. We can use claim throne against our liege. I don't know if we're really in a position to do that. Change of loyalty does actually, I didn't realize this. We have a plus 50% learn language from this. Oh, it's only your own opinion liege with vassals, right? That makes sense. Yeah, and I know that you want your vassals to have it, generally speaking, because they're not only does it give them an opinion boost, but it makes them much less likely to join factions and shit like that. That's really cool, because I was going to say, despite the 20% boost in stewardship, which, I mean, 20% is good. It's not the end of the world. I'd attempted to go into learning first and just keep it long enough so we can pick up pedagogy over here, which gives us an extra 25% boost to learn languages. And in practice, I think we're going to keep this lifestyle. We'd be keeping this lifestyle long enough to grab 2 of these things before we could switch back, which is fine because we could grab scientific, cultural fascination, maybe. Or if we end up picking 3 traits, we go plan cultivation before going back. But if I've already got this for plus 50%, maybe I don't care about dropping down learning at all. Wait, these attributes different from YouTube video? Did you change them? No. So this character, what goes on with the minor characters, a lot of them don't have fixed attributes. So they get randomized every time you load. Just like we had our spouse options were different this time around. So in theory, if we weren't happy with our traits here, we could just quit, reload with this character, and end up with a different set of numbers and things like that. But that's what we got today. Because I think in the YouTube video the traits are a little better, aren't they? I think the numbers are a bit better. Meh, what are you gonna do? So yeah, we'll go stewardship. Now more flat stewardship does increase taxation. But I'm assuming, I don't know the math on stewardship for taxation bonuses. I'm assuming that plus 10% more income is worth more than the plus 3 stewardship. Now, more stewardship is nice if you need more domain limit, because every 6 stewardship gives you increased domain. But currently, we're just using 1 of 4 right now. We are going to be, CK3 randomizes based on checksum. And there was an update. So maybe. We are, unless something has changed, we will get a, every time I've sort of loaded this character, yeah, we have a claim in the county of Armagnac. We can't declare war immediately because, maybe because it's my liege that holds it. Maybe he gives it out at some point. Because every time I've like started the game and after a little bit I get told, hey, you can declare war for Armagnac. Hopefully it happens this time, otherwise I'm going to be a little salty, because it is really convenient to go from 1 to 2 counties. But the point is, I don't think we have to worry about our domain limit right now. Yeah, 10% more income isn't that much more gold, but it's still something. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go stewardship. We're going to go wealth-focused. What are my points it would cost to build this Quilly Teen attribute? Oh, with these attributes? Yeah, it'd be quite pricey. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and grab that. And we'll probably just keep going down Administrator. Administrator's a fine tree. Well, I mean, so likable will help for some opinion boost. That's what I was talking about with content, and I was getting it wrong. Honor to serve. I mean, I guess the one advantage as well of going learning. I mean, we could just keep powering through and go all the way to learn on the job, but I don't know. We've got this started. Sure, let's go ahead and do this. I can't declare war until December 1444. There's that too, but I wouldn't want to declare war on the Duke. He has to give it away to someone so that we, or maybe he dies. And anyway, at some point, there's just some count in Armagnac that we can fight. We can currently hold the Grand Tournament because it's, you know, it's off cooldown. It's normally a 10-year cooldown, but we cannot afford to do that. So I'm going to say, listen, don't tell me that I can host this. Don't tell me that I can host a grand tour. We don't have much to tour. Well, you can only do a grand tour if you're at least a Duke anyway. So I guess I'll leave this on, since we literally cannot do it. And we currently can't do the grand wedding anyway. But yeah, we're not going to go and run a grand tournament. We don't have the money for it currently.